So I teach a course that is called Development Tools for Web and Mobile Apps. And in this course, I'm trying to get students to go a little bit behind the scenes of how modern technology works today. So that means anything from how apps are created, how websites are made, all the way to making their own sort of interactive, clickable prototypes and click dummies, which results in sort of a final project at the end. So they really get to experience the entire show from planning all the way to executing, managing, and delivering a project at the end of it. Fundamental, technical, life skills, kind of 3-4 words thing. I think it's not just something you can use in your professional career, but also something you could use in your life outside of your job. It's one of those things where we get to experience these technological advancements every single day, but most of us don't know how to use them or how they actually work behind the scenes. So I'm trying to get them some fundamental life skills along as well. The class is split up into 2 parts essentially. So the first part is a lot of trying to get a grip on the essentials, the fundamentals of how these things work, some of the tools like wireframing, grid-based design, how a click dummy or prototype is made. And then we'll take this and apply it in the second part of the class where students actually get to work on projects for themselves. They come up with the idea, they use these tools that they've acquired in the first part, and this all ends up in a showcase website at the end of the year, essentially, where throughout the years, they can see all these student projects, and they basically get to see their project live on after they've completed the class. One of the key things I want people to take away from this class is the ability that in order to make an educated decision at something, you need to spend at least a little bit of time with it, realize it's not that complicated after all, and then you'll be in a position, in a team or work environment situation, where you can suddenly make these decisions and feel a lot more comfortable about making those decisions, whether that is for planning, for budgeting, or just making some tough management executive decisions at the end, where you realize having spent all the time getting to know these technologies involved will make your life a lot easier at that time. I started programming at a really young age. I was about 10 or 11 years old when I started programming. And for me, it was interesting because it was a golden key immediately. It opened so many doors for me in life. And I later thought, well, technology can't be everything. So I added a bit of business and marketing to it. I got a master's degree of business administration on top of it. And eventually landed in the corporate world where I worked at Microsoft in the US, in Seattle, on Microsoft Office for a couple of years, and then realized the corporate world is a slow-moving, albeit interesting world. So I decided to start my own company, and I started a company in London that focuses on prototyping and making apps and making websites at a very fast pace, in a fast-paced environment, and have been doing this for the past 13 years almost now. I actually get a lot of the motivation for teaching this class out of this one moment in the middle where students suddenly realize all the stuff that we just talked about becomes incredibly valuable towards the final project. So using what they've learned, applying it, is the part where you can see the magic happen. And this is also where I get a lot of my motivation out for teaching this class.